So we're going to go ahead and give our record predictions and thoughts on our upcoming season. So do you want to go first or me?
I'll let you go first.
All right. So the Vikings' upcoming season schedule, right off rip, week 1 at the Giants. So this one will be probably a very close game. If you had asked me this last year, it'd have been probably an easy win, but the Giants' defensive line's gotten better. We got a young quarterback, or we got Sam Darnold at quarterback, so we'll have to see how that situation goes. But I think we've got enough to sneak out a win at New York. I think it'll be a very close game. So I'm going to give us the W here, 1-0. I think we lose to the Niners at 49ers, so it's 1-1. Ah, man, versus Texans, CJ Stroud, the Neil Hunter revenge game. I think we lose that game, so we're 1-2 on the season. And then we go at the Packers, at Green Bay. I think we're 1-3. I think we lose that game as well. Lambeau Field, tough environment. Jordan Love gets going against our young defense. So we're sitting at 1-3 currently. Not looking great, but we get a bounce back win versus the Jets. At home, I think that's a big game in London for us, actually, over the pond. So we're sitting at 2-3 at the bye week currently. So not great, but for a young quarterback situation, I mean, not terrible at the same time. So I'm thinking we're going to split the series with the Lions this year. So at home versus the Lions, I think we get the win. So we're sitting at 3-3 now. At Rams, Thursday Night Football, short week. We get the win there. I think the
Beat the
Rams defense is
Rams?
going to be depleted this year. Their offense might be good. I don't think their defense is going to be much, though. So we're sitting at 4-3 now. Versus the Colts at home, I think we lose that game. I think we'll be sitting at 4-4. Probably a very close game, but I think we'll lose that one. At Jaguars, we win that one. 5-4. At Titans, W, 6-4. At Bears, I think we lose that one. So 6-5. I think the Chicago Bears are definitely building something and they're going to be more competitive this year. So 6-5. Versus Cardinals at home, I think we get the W. 7-5. I think we've got enough. Versus Atlanta, primetime game possibly flexed in the future. I think we get the win. So yeah, we'll get another win there. What was that? I said 7-5 versus Cardinals.
Yes.
So that'll be 8 wins versus the Falcons. Versus the Bears, I think we get a win there. So 9 wins currently. At Seattle, I think we win that game as well. It's going to be an extremely loud and chaotic environment. So I think we barely win that one. So 10 wins so far, last 2 games of the season. Packers, that's up for debate. It's at home, so I think we get the win there and then lose at the Detroit Lions to finish the season. So realistically, I have us winning 11 games, but I think we could be in between 9 to 11. I think 9 to 11 wins is where we're going to be sitting. I mean, realistically, we could lose that Green Bay game down to 10 wins, and then we could possibly lose the Falcons game. So it could fluctuate. I'm saying anywhere from 9 to 11 wins is where we're going to be at for this upcoming season.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
So,
I see your points on there.
yeah.
For the Bucks, so we start the year off against a rookie QB, Jaden Daniels,
Ooh.
Washington Commanders, and I think we beat them.
Mm.
So I don't. I think they're getting better. I think they have another year before they start becoming a contender per se.
Mm-hmm.
I think they drafted a lot of talent. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's still going to take a little bit of time. So I got us
Yeah.
beating Washington to start the season. Then we play Detroit
Mm.
week 2. They beat us. They beat us last year in the regular season. They beat us in the playoffs last season. I think we get our revenge this game.
Mm.
But I think I could definitely see us losing this game as well. Like I feel like it's if we win, it's an upset for. But I'm thinking we're taking the dub here. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and then we play the Broncos week 3. I think we beat the Broncos. I don't even know who their starting QB is.
Mm.
uh, then you got 4 Eagles. I think it's a loss.
Mm-hmm.
5 we have the Falcons. I know we're playing the Falcons in Atlanta. I say we lose that game. That's our first loss. So we're off to 3-1 or
Mm.
3-2. It's week 5. We're 3-2. Then we play the Saints. I think we beat the Saints. I think then we play the Ravens. I don't think we beat the Ravens. I think Lamar's going to have a good year. Then we play the Falcons following in week 8. We play them. We're at home now. I think we get the dub over them. I think we're going to split with them. So I think we both win at win at home, both of us. Then we play the Chiefs. I take that as an L. The Niners L. Then we go into a bye week at week 11, which I think is a really good bye week. It's late in the season, just perfect timing. Uh, so I like that. I think that like we do take 2 L's, but then we get the bye week, and then we come in and beat the Giants week 12.
Bounce back.
I think we beat the Packers. I think the Packers are a really good team. Baker Mayfield threw a perfect game in Lambeau last year. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's
I
very
think
true.
they did make some adjustments. I think that's going to be a tough game. That's another game I'm kind of torn on. I'm not exactly sure, but I do think we end up pulling out the dub there.
Mhm,
Raiders, I think it's a dub.
mhm,
Chargers, I think it's a dub. Cowboys is a loss.
mhm.
Then we play the Panthers. Oh no, my bad. It wasn't the Packers. It was the Panthers. It wasn't the Packers. Panthers we beat. We sweep them, so we'll beat them twice, and then we finish the season with the Cowboys loss, Panthers win, Saints win. So I'm looking at 10 or 11 wins on the season, give or take.
Sweet.
I think 11 wins is our ceiling. I think
Mhm,
about 8 wins is our bottom. I think that's somewhere where we're going to end up playing a factor. But right
mhm.
around there is where I feel like that's where we're going to be at.
I feel you. So, if you had to make a definitive record prediction, like what would you say? You said the range, but what would you what would you predict?
I'm gonna say I'll be ballsy. I'll say 11 wins.
Okay, that's what's up. 11-6. That's a good record prediction. I mean, y'all were predicted last year to win like what? 3 games? Three, four
Two,
games?
2 games. We were
Two.
predicted to win two
Two.
games last year by
And
Sports
you win your
Illustrated.
division. Making made it to the second round, so surpassed expectations, and they're giving us a 3-win season. So maybe we can have a replica season of you guys last year. So
Good chance.
I I said 11 wins. I'm gonna back it down to 10. I think that's more realistic. I think we'll finish 10-7 on the year. We might lose that Atlanta game possibly, but we'll have to wait and see. I think 10-7 is a pretty good realistic expectation. I mean, I don't know why people are thinking we're only going to win 3 games with the offense we've got. And we've got killers on that offense, and the defense we got younger at certain positions, but with Brian Flores, I think we'll be okay. So I think 9 or 10 wins, probably 10 wins would be pretty realistic. But we got 10 wins for the Vikings and 11 for the Bucs. So let us know down below, everybody. What do you guys think about it?
I've been seeing a lot of people say their team's gonna win like 11 games. I've been seeing that a lot, like everybody,
Yeah.
and a lot of like I've seen Dolphins fans say it. I've seen a lot of people, and I'm like, we'll see.
Hey.
What I could hope for is I feel like I wish everybody finished 9-8 or 8-9. Every
Wow.
single team. Could you imagine the chaos trying to figure out who's making the playoffs each week?
Man, that'd be crazy, bro. I mean, I would like it because it would come down to like the last couple weeks of the season to determine who makes the playoffs versus who doesn't.
It'd be must watch football. Every game would
It
be must
would. It
watch.
really would. So impactful and meaningful every single